All right. And I know your first album, your debut album, I believe it came out in 1995.
Yeah, the first album, yeah.
Okay. So, here we are, some number of years later. And I want to ask you, like, how do you feel you've evolved or changed from your debut album until now? Like, both musically and personally, even.
Changed quite a bit personally, because I think that over the years I had been the kind of person that was more eager to please people.
Okay.
And now that I have, a lot more confidence, and I've been out a while, I'm older now, I'm more mature. Now I don't have to apologize for anything. Not that I had to before, but I really feel like I have a better footing and a better understanding of my talent and of my gift, and just sort of the direction that I want to go. And I don't have to ask anybody. I know I have a vision for what it is that I want for myself as a person. And then on top of that, now having a family, I've really matured a lot, because it's not only myself that I have to think about, but I have to think about my kids as well, my family, and so that's very, very important to me. So I try to make sure that there's, balance with what I do. As much as I love to sing and I love to perform and I love putting out, CDs, and I love acting and all that kind of stuff, it's still important for me to have my family intact as well.
Right.
So.
Okay.
I've changed. I'm so grateful that I'm still here, because I know there were a lot of artists that started out at the same time that I did, and they're nowhere to be found.
Right. I was actually going to say that to you.
Right.
Sort of leading into the next question, even. As a veteran of the industry in both, acting Broadway, 5 albums under your belt, what do you think of the current state of the music industry?
I think it's at a state where you have to have, it's more than just the CDs now. It's not just about the music. Like, if you can act or write music, or have other things happening while you have a CD out, you're better off, because it's about, there's a lot more stuff, there's a lot more competition, I guess, for the consumer's dollar nowadays.
Right.
There's movies, there's DVDs, there's, video games. There's so many forms of entertainment now that we got to compete with. So it's not just enough to be an artist.
Right.
Unless you really get out there and grind and tour, and then you have a shot as well.
Right.
But like I said, it's about finding your way to navigate it and do what's right for you. Find what works for you and what your niche is, and follow that through.
Let me ask you, like, I know, again, just from hearing your albums throughout the years, you've done pop records, R&B records, you've done, even your jazz effort, you've done so many different styles, and you're so good at it. Let me ask you, what were some of your musical influences growing up? What did you listen to growing up?
I listened to a very eclectic mix of stuff. I was born in Toronto. I have, West Indian background. So I listen to a lot of reggae, I listen to a lot of jazz, a lot of Sarah Vaughan, a lot of Dinah Washington, a lot of soul, like Al Green, Aretha Franklin, Gladys Knight was a biggie in our house. And then at the same time, growing up, once I got to elementary school and started, really listening to more of what was on the radio, then I heard, the stuff that was happening, the pop songs like Chicago,
right.
Fly, Annie Lennox, Eurythmics, Whitney Houston. When she first came out, it was like she made such an impact on me, because she was like the first black female vocalist that was getting airplay, up in Canada.
Right.
Like, and doing these great pop songs. So I had a really diverse mixture of music growing up, and I'm really grateful for that, because I think that lends to the reason why I don't like to just do one style of music. Why I choose to do dance remixes, and why
Right.
I put out the jazz album last year, and I still continue to do the R&B stuff.
Right.
You know, it's important for me to remain diverse.
Okay. All right. And let me ask you, what artist in today's music do you like?
Today's music, who do I like? I like Estelle. I like Rihanna. I like Lions and Tigers and Bears.
Oh, Jasmine Sullivan.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I really like Jasmine Sullivan too.
Yeah. Okay. I actually interviewed her as well. She's a very nice girl. She's actually from Philly, where I'm from. So.
Oh, really? I love Philly.
Yeah.
I did quite a bit of recording in Philly too.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I like Philly a lot.
Do you plan on coming back over to the States and do any more shows in the near future, or?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely. I'm just gonna take a little time off now and do the family thing.
Right.
But I absolutely I will be getting back out on the road.
Okay.
After summer.
Right. You definitely deserve it. So All right. Last question here. Again, as a mother of 3 now, what do you have? 2 little boys and a little girl now?
I have a boy.
Okay.
And 2 girls.
Oh, 2 girls. Okay. Let me ask you. When it's Deborah Cox time, what do you do? In your own time, just to relax and unwind after a long day of recording, a long day with the kids. What do you do for fun, or just to even relax?
I usually watch movies. I usually rent, DVDs. Or, I have a ton of movies that I haven't seen yet. I'm so behind. I used to be like the first one
Right.
in line whenever there was a new release, but now I'm the last. So I have a lot of movies that I watch on DVD. I sit back and relax and chill. I've been trying to get back into reading, but lately these days, every time I try to read, I'm falling asleep. So those are usually I'm watching movies. That's my way to relax, or playing Scrabble.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Deborah, I definitely want to thank you for your time. I don't want to hold you too long. I know you just gave birth, so let you get your time in with your kids. I definitely want to, thank you one more time. Good luck next at the end of the month, right? Is the Juno Awards?
Yes, on the 29th.
9th. Okay. All right. Well, good luck with the Juno Awards.
Thanks.
Take another one home. So.
Alrighty.
Thank you for your time.
Oh, okay. You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.